Like most local authorities, Hackney Council has legacy applications that were developed around the time of the Middle Ages by blacksmiths and stonemasons and held together using witchcraft. The data was locked away and inaccessible. Like a mini industrial revolution, the Hackney API was created. We could now access the data, but all we did was take an old monolithic application and place a new monolithic API on top of it. It covered multiple data domains. The source code was locked away in private repos. Making changes was complex and frankly quite a nerve-wracking process. A new revolution was coming in the HackIT team in the form of the GDS Open Standards. We were going to become a more open and collaborative team. The developers were being asked to make all of their repositories public from day one. This was terrifying. We created the API playbook and dev standards giving guidelines on how an API should be built, and several more were developed. This was progress, but it introduced repetition. The tenancy API pulled out customer information. The repairs API pulled out customer information. From a maintainability perspective, this was becoming a problem. And we all know that if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A team. Or in our case, the API factory team. While they were not a crack commando unit, they were a crack development unit, and their weapon of choice? Microservices. A fast-paced refactoring process kicked in. When the smoke cleared in the digital age, we were left with our own taxonomy of APIs, service APIs and platform APIs. The platform APIs were built as microservices, data domain specific and reusable by our service APIs. Microservices have meant a reduction in development time across the board. This included an Alexa skill to retrieve rent balance being developed in around an hour. Scaling of microservices can be targeted so we can increase capacity where it's needed in a more cost-effective way. We've made huge progress, but we're only starting on the journey. We still have legacy APIs that need refactoring, utilising and in some cases spawning new platform APIs. We're continually evolving our API playbook and dev standards and inviting outside organisations to critique and test our assumptions. Our code is all publicly available for anyone to see and critique. We now have APIs that should allow us a much easier migration away from the legacy monolithic applications into more cost-effective solutions while still keeping the lights on.